Banky W, we see the videos, the ladies, the girls, the pictures. We saw pictures all over the blogs.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you?
Brought Disturbing London on as the management outfit for Wizkid internationally.
She likes it when I stay. She said she don't want me to go. She said
FACTORY78 TV, live and exclusive here in London.
Yeah.
It's been 3 years since I spoke to this brother right here, so I had to come into this setting to jack his flight from the States to Nigeria and hold him up in London. Mr. Banky W, how are you doing, sir?
I'm fine, boss. I'm fine. How you doing? It doesn't feel like it's been 3 years.
Because you've been working too hard, that's why.
It feels like it was only yesterday. But it was also in London, right?
Yeah. It was in London when you came around. We stopped over, had a little bit of chat. We talked about a couple of things. First of all, I want to congratulate you. 3 years ago when we had a conversation, you told me about a boy called Wizkid, about a blow, and people should not be sleeping on the kid. It happened just the way you said it.
We thank God. We thank God. We give God the glory.
Second of all, you told me about a record label, EME. You're on the rise. Don't be sleeping. EME has arrived. Not on the rise now. Has arrived.
We're still very much on the come up, working very hard, trying to establish ourselves. But we thank God we're doing good.
So congratulations on those very good fits. You know, including the album and the songs and all that type of stuff. This is FACTORY78 TV. We do it the same way we usually do it. I'm a little bit low here because I'm sitting on a short stool, but don't. So don't be thinking, what happened to this tall guy? Banky all of a sudden dominates it. Yeah, take it easy, man. It's a short stool. We're gonna do it the way we do it. Get the nonsense out of the way and speak about the positivity right after that. Cool. Hit it. First question, the internet has been going crazy. Wizkid is now in the UK, signed to Disturbing London. Is he about to leave EME Records?
No. We brought Disturbing London on as the management outfit for Wizkid internationally because we felt like he needed management here. He needed people here who knew the ropes, who knew the way to kind of explore things and give him the best opportunities for success. So we're working very closely with the Disturbing London team. Shout out to Doomy, of course, shout out to Tiny Temper. And yeah, it's a partnership and they're doing fantastic and hopefully we can do great things for them.
Absolutely. What about the Convict Records situation? Is that still going on?
It's still a situation, still a joint venture between Con Live and EME. And then Disturbing London is just the management outfit to make all of this work.
All right, brilliant. You heard that here on FACTORY78 TV first. We pushed that aside. Banky W, we see the videos, the ladies, the girls, the pictures. We saw pictures all over the blogs.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you? This is you're not pleading no Fifth Amendment here. You have to say it. Pictures with the girls and all that type of stuff. Are you a single man? We saw a picture with you with a girl on your lap. You were sweating, all that type of stuff.
It was a party. It was a party. We had a very busy, hard-working year, and we were just letting loose. Yeah, that's all.
So are you still a single guy for the girls, or is there a situation brewing?
No, actually, I am still a single guy, but I think that...
Real?
Yeah, but I think that it may change in the near future. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right.
Well, we're looking. I think this will be the year that we kind of settle down.
All right.
Calm down.
You heard that here on FACTORY78 TV. The man is still single.
God brings the woman.
Yeah. What are the kind of like attributes you look for in a woman, man? Come on. You don't want to be saying that on TV. Anyway, if you are the woman, you never know. Those videos that we saw, he'll be able to let you know. Let's talk about the serious stuff now. 2012 has been incredible for the EME Records. Individually, Wizkid, Banky W, and of course the new writers on the team, Skales as well. First of all, I want to talk about the successes that Wizkid has had in 2012, performed to thousands of fans here in the UK on the BBC roster. What did that feel like for someone like yourself, a label boss that saw something years ago that all the thousands of fans never saw?
It honestly feels extremely rewarding. I feel almost justified, or I don't know what the word is, but you see something and you, when you start out to do it, obviously nobody else feels about it the same way that you do. But I strongly believed in his talent. I believed that he would become a superstar. I wasn't sure how long it would take us to get there, but I knew that we would get there. And it's just extremely rewarding, man. Like, he's like a little brother to me, and he's done everything that we've dreamt of. And of course, this is just the beginning. We dreamt much more than where we are, but we're very grateful for the success. We're very grateful for the fan support and the love and the appreciation, and just for how far he's come in such a short period of time. It's extremely rewarding. I mean, I wouldn't be happier if it was happening to me directly. It's rewarding to him as an artist, to us as a label, to me personally, because I still remember the day that we met, and I remember just having a conviction in my spirit that this kid was gonna be big if he had the right support around him. So I'm very pleased. I'm very blessed. I feel great. I feel fantastic.
Fantastic. Now, from Wizkid to EME, the album. You guys released an album in August, I think it was, shortly before you came on tour in the UK and went to the United States of America. Of course, internet went crazy. This thing was trending in the UK, trending in Nigeria. But some of the songs, you shot like 4 videos here in the UK. Tell me a little bit about that process.
Well, the EME album, we felt like it was a very strong album. And because we had just put on a couple new members of the team, we felt like the album kind of showed everybody's strengths and gave each person an opportunity to shine. And in today's world, you kind of need videos to support certain songs, otherwise they'll never be heard. Like, you could have the greatest song out, and until you do a video for it, some people will just not listen to it. Like, until you get that thing on YouTube or get it on television, some people just won't know. And so when we finished the album, first of all, it was a process picking, because we had to cut away a lot of songs to pick. I mean, we ended up with like 19 songs, 22 tracks. But even those, it was hard getting to that number because there was so much music. But when we got to that point, we knew automatically that this couldn't be an album where you do 2 or 3 videos, because it would be a disservice to all of the great songs and all the work that the artists put on. So immediately we set a plan in place that, we have to shoot as many videos as possible. At least, I think we were gunning for 10 to 12 videos. I think we're at about 8 right now. But we just wanted to, because people needed to know. I mean, of course, you needed to do the songs for Wizkid. You needed to show me, because we have established fan bases. But people needed to know what Skales was capable of. People needed to see hear Shady shine. People needed to see what Niyola could do. And that was the only way that we could do it. So that's why we set that plan in place, to shoot that many videos. And I know some people were worried about just having too much material out there, but each song was different. Each combination of artists was special and unique. And, so far it's been successful. Pretty much every single video and every single song that has been a single has been a hit. And some that we haven't even shot yet, are smash hit songs. So we're very grateful. It's really, we owe it to the people. Like, the fans have been tremendous.
Yeah, S to the K. Easy, easy, yeah. Rapping in your music, no music,
I have to hold up my hands. I was one of the skeptics when the videos started to drop. I think it was Shegun Demiran or Tino that tweeted that we're going to be dropping a video, EME Wednesdays it was called.
That was me, actually.
Exactly, that tweeted every Wednesday a video was dropping. So I called my partner DJ Larry. I'm like, listen, I'm scared because these songs are great. The videos are quality shot, well shot videos. You were putting the songs out there. I was a little bit skeptical that the songs might get lost in the thousands of videos that are being released in Nigeria. But again, you proved the skeptics right, because the videos wrong, because the videos have done exactly what you expected it to do. Now the songs are bubbling up. Speaking about introduction, it's not an introduction that Skales has been on the scene for a while. He was signed with Wizkid onto EME.
Shortly after Wizkid. Wiz was signed first and then Skales came on afterwards. But finish your question.
Yeah. So this EME album actually showcases his versatility as an artist and his talents to the whole world in a way that we haven't seen before. I am just as excited about young Skales now as I've been about Wizkid. Tell me about the excitement and how you see Skales growing up as an artist.
I think Skales is he's so much more than your average artist, and I think it was it was clear to us that it would take people a second to kind of really get him, so I think the EME album was really, really important. First, to hold over fans for Wiz and myself who wanted new material, but for people like Skales especially, because there's just so much that he brings to the table. You mentioned it, his versatility is insane. He writes some of the greatest R&B records I've heard. He raps some of the greatest rap verses that you've heard. Like, he's just so much more than your average artist. And so, and I was listening to all of the stuff that, we were working in the studio and putting together records, but I just felt like people weren't ready for a Skales album yet. And so the EME album was important because we got to showcase Skales being Skales without the pressure of having an album on you, because when your album comes out, that's it. Like, you get judged on how it's received, whether it does well or not or whatever. And I just felt like people weren't, the timing is everything in this business. And so with the EME album, you saw Skales, do his little rap thing. You saw him sing. You saw him hold songs down on his own. You saw him be like the quarterback of certain songs. We just put the video for My Baby out, which is, that sounds like a song that I could sing. You know what I mean?
The first shot I heard was the Banky W did the chorus.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And so, and that's what he brings, and he's very, very special. And I'm glad, and I feel very, very proud of him that now, he's been patient and he's done what we've asked of him, which is just continue to develop yourself and just continue to make great music. And people will come along if you make great music. And that's really all he's done. And so we're very proud of him. We're excited. His album is almost finished. It's probably about somewhere between 70 and 80% now. So when I get back to Nigeria, we'll be wrapping up my record and his record. So people should definitely stay tuned for more from Skales.
Now, the videos that have been coming out of, the Afro pop scene, Afro beats, R&B, has been sort of like the same in a few ways. The club scene, girls dancing, blah, blah, blah. But when Banky W hit the Nigerian music industry, the African music industry, you also showed a little bit more, art in terms of your video quality. You added a little bit of writing to it, a little bit of story to it. All of a sudden, your first single drops, Yes/No, and I get the video that Banky W rocks the whole world with. It's got a storyline to it. It's got a ring to it. It's got a dance sequence to it. Tell me about the making process of that song and the video that you shot.
And around chasing you, I can never think of replacing you. Cause now you are defined, maybe make up your mind. Hey, would you be my lover?
Well, the song was produced by the very, very incredible Kobam Zasuko, who also produced Strong Thing, also produced Follow You Go, and a ton of hits for some of your favorite Nigerian artists. So there's not much more that can be said about how great Kobam Zasuko is. He's just a genius, and he's just on another level. And he always brings the best out of you. Like, he's a producer in the truest sense of the word. He's not a beat maker. He doesn't just make a nice beat and good luck. He listens to you. He tries to delve into you and bring the best out of you. And he's done it before, and apparently he's doing it again. So I'm very, very grateful to Kobams. He's fantastic. And so that was the song. So and I don't think that, at least for now, I can't make an album if I don't put Kobams on it. Like, my work just wouldn't be complete. He's just that important. And then the video, of course, I teamed up again with Clarence Peters, who is just one of my favorite people to work with. He understands me. He understands when I come with my random concepts or whatever, and we work very well together. You know, we've done many videos together. At this point, we did Skales Mukulu, we did Wizkid together, we did Baddest Boy. So a lot of the greatest videos that EME has done has been me and Clarence teaming up. And so when it was time for yes or no,